These are the following things that you will be able to offer to your clients from both a technology standpoint, helping them move into their new home, maintain their home, and stay educated around all things finance, mortgage, and real estate. And then the other part of this will be commitments that you facilitate as a mortgage professional, and you'll fulfill those commitments by the training that we are giving you from the Art of Homeownership side of things. So we will teach you how to facilitate the perfect mortgage promise, maximizing wealth through real estate, the annual financial review. Those components are going to be commitments that you will make to your clients, but then you can fulfill those because we're helping you do so. So the relocation services is going to be the first part of the technology that you're able to offer your clients. So when you're working on closing a loan for them, you can introduce those relocation services early in the process so that they have a portal that they can go into and schedule their movers and update their address and their billing information, their Wi-Fi. They have that all in one consolidated place. So it takes a lot of the stress away from moving from one home to another. The home concierge service is basically an assistant for your home. So all things paint color, appliance type, square footage, all of that information will go into the home concierge service. And that will again be in one consolidated place where they can access it at any time. If they need to update a paint color, fix a spot on their wall, they can access all that information so they don't have to try to figure out what the paint color is or what appliances they had in the past. It will also let them know when to update filters and any maintenance that goes into maintaining that home. They can also use that to then do home renovation projects and compare local quotes. It's basically taking a holistic approach to maintaining and updating your home. With the home concierge service, they also have a virtual inspection. So as they walk through their home, that will take inventory of like all the square footage, all the different appliance types, and it will walk them through how to keep track of all of those different pieces. The monthly wealth digest your clients will be getting obviously on a monthly basis, and that will give them a look into both the current value of their home based on the market and all things happening around them, and also how much equity they're building in that home. So it will give them a look into if they're considering moving up or downsizing. They can look at the best areas around them to move to. And the best part is you'll see all of the activity that they take with that monthly wealth digest. So if they are considering moving up or moving down, if they inquire about any of that information, you will get notified, and that will urge you to reach out to them. The annual financial review is part of the holistic approach we take as mortgage professionals to our clients. So the annual financial review is not just an annual mortgage review. You're not just looking at the rate that they have in their mortgage, but you're looking at, do you have kids that are going to college soon? Are there any major life events coming up that you have to account for? Anything that you're going to have to really put out a lot of money for? So if there is any opportunity to leverage that mortgage, or you put an ADU on their home, anything that is around mortgage, finance, real estate, you will be the point of contact to maybe not have all the answers for those things, but then refer out to your trusted professionals, such as, real estate attorneys or financial advisors, so that you're still that central hub for all things related to their home. The perfect mortgage promise is just ensuring that as their life changes and evolves, so does their mortgage. So if it doesn't make sense, whether they have PMI that they could get off of their mortgage or they could get a better rate, that annual financial review and the monthly wealth digest together are both going to allow you to make sure that they're in the perfect mortgage or the best mortgage for their specific scenario. So you'll proactively look after that for them, and you can make that promise because you have the tools and resources to do so. Maximizing wealth through real estate, again, is just taking a holistic approach to owning real estate. So if there is opportunity to invest their money somewhere else, maybe put an accessory dwelling unit on, turn part of their home into an investment property, you will be, again, that central resource, and you will help them maximize their wealth through real estate. As an Art of Homeownership professional, you do get access to your own branded lead generating website. So as you can see here, this is a lead generating form. So if someone would enter their contact information, that would be sent directly into our CRM Daily AI, which will also touch on the back end of the CRM piece of it. But this would be all branded to you. So your logo would be up here, and you can really customize a lot of this information. So here they can see all the different offerings that you have to your clients. And if they go ahead and click on this, it will give them more information about each piece of Art of Homeownership. So they can even go in and see what the monthly wealth digest looks like and what they'll be offered as an Art of Homeownership member. And when they fill out that lead generating website, that's basically them telling you that they want to be enrolled in Art of Homeownership. And then that will solicit a follow-up from you to see what their level of interest is or what their need is at this time. The other benefit of this is you can highlight your trusted professionals. So with the Art of Homeownership, we really encourage you to create a network of people that are on the same mission and believe in the same things as you. Everything from realtor partners to CPAs, financial planners, estate planning attorneys. So here you'll be able to highlight those individuals that you have found are really, they believe in the same things as you and they buy into your mission as an Art of Homeownership partner. So this is also a great value add to them and their clients because you'll be able to offer Art of Homeownership to everyone in their network, which just makes them look even better. Corporate affiliations is a great benefit of being an Art of Homeownership partner. You can really become the preferred lender for these bigger corporations so that when any of their employees do need a mortgage or to refinance, they're already enrolled in Art of Homeownership and you're already offering them that value. And on their side of things, it's an HR benefit that they really appreciate. So this is where you can kind of tell them the benefit of being enrolled with the Art of Homeownership and what that looks like for their company. Once someone does take the action to fill out the lead generating form on your website, they will be directly enrolled into Art of Homeownership through the drip campaigns that are facilitated by our CRM. So as you can see, this is a custom drip campaign that one of our partners has for their clients to get. So we write these for you and push them to all of our partners' CRMs so that they are automatically getting that communication. You can also customize these to say whatever you would like. You can always create your own drip campaigns. But what this will do is give them all of the links so that they can opt in. And then it will also remind them of the resources that they have available to them. If they haven't taken advantage of it, it will just make sure that you're staying in front of them, reminding them what you're offering, even if they aren't a past client of yours. So this is the way, once they do fill out that form on your website and say, I want to be enrolled in Art of Homeownership, they will automatically start to get this messaging so that they can opt into all the tools, they know how to use them. We even have some videos in here so that it walks them through exactly what to do and how to take advantage of each of the resources.
So we have what's called a perfect mortgage promise. And that perfect mortgage promise, this slide alone, like I give this slide out to a lot of people. This has changed the direction of my career because this is an easy way for me to like visually show someone how unimportant an interest rate is. Because I had a client who, we had them approved. They were out looking for homes. A realtor calls me and says, hey, I think they talked to another lender and they were beating you by like 3/8 of a point. I'm like, well, first of all, we're not even in contract. So I don't know how they're quoting them a rate because that rate's going to change. But I called them and they met with one of my mortgage advisors. And I said, hey, I'm really sorry if our team didn't really help you understand kind of our value proposition and what we do. Can you guys come back in the office for about 15 minutes and I want to show you something? They're like, yeah, no problem. So they came back in the office and I just pulled up this one page. And I said, guys, look at these questions, right? Should I refinance a mortgage? Should I pay down my mortgage? Should I take cash out? If so, why or how? Should I move up, move down, buy an investment property, second home? I said, of all these questions, how confident are you that you're going to ask yourself these questions at least once a year? And they look at each other and they go, probably not. I said, okay, well, let's just say you did. Now, let's say you ask yourself, if you should buy an investment property or if you should take cash out of your home. How confident are you that you would be 100% knowing the answer as your life is changing and evolving? Look at each other again and they go, not confident at all. And I said, that's the difference, right? Is that the mortgage industry as a whole makes this your problem. We make it ours. So what you do for the next 30 years is going to make or break your success. It has nothing to do with the interest rate that you get on your home today. Because guess what? That interest rate will likely go down at some point. And if you don't know exactly when to take advantage of it, or somebody's not monitoring that for you, you could miss out on opportunity, right? You won't know when to move up or buy investment properties or help your parents or your children, because that's not what you do. So we're going to make or save you 10 times the amount of money that you think you might save by getting a slightly cheaper interest rate. And she looks at her husband and she said, if you're going to partner with us like this and really, be a part of our lives, then we're not shopping with anybody. You're it. We commit to our clients that we're going to do annual financial reviews. Note that I don't call them annual mortgage reviews, because a lot of people have a 2.5% interest rate. They're like, my mortgage is good, reviewed, done, no big deal. I don't need to talk to you. But one of the things we get to commit to our clients is every single year, we're going to call and we're going to make sure that their protection is in order, right? All the types of insurances, life insurance, disability, medical, umbrella. We're going to make sure their financial plan is in order, retirement planning, tax planning, budgeting, saving strategies. We're going to help them with generational wealth planning, right? Because their parents are going to need help. Their children are going to need help. They're going to have to figure out how to plan generationally up and down the chain. We're going to help them with proactive real estate planning as opposed to reactive or emotional real estate decisions, which is 90% of real estate decisions in the country today. And then we're going to help them with credit and debt management. And one thing I get to tell everyone is, Mark, if you thought we were helpful for the last 30 days, you're going to be blown away with how valuable we're going to be for you and your family for the next 30 years. Because today I could take a picture, I could flip it over, and I could write down everything about you, right? Age, income, credit score, family situation, everything. But a year later, that's going to change. And the next year, it's going to change. So as your life is constantly changing and evolving, we are going to make sure we're helping you navigate your real estate and mortgage needs as that happens. So I'm not sure if you're aware, but moving is the third most stressful activity in someone's life, right? Just behind death and divorce. So as soon as our clients, go into contract, your team will trigger right through the website here, and it will immediately put in the information where they're moving to and the date they're going to be moving. And then the client will have an app on their phone or website they can go to. It'll be branded with your information, and they can do everything they need to move. So everything related to moving is done right through that application. They can pick their mover. It's kind of like a Travelocity for moving companies. They can set up all their services. So internet, cable, electricity, water, gas, all specific to their area, all right from their phone. And it timelines everything and lets them know when they need to have it done by based upon their move-in date. They can get packing information or all their packing material all set up. They can personalize their new home in advance with home security, ring, all that kind of stuff. And they get discounts on those. This one's great. They get to update their address. They get to update their driver's license, forward USPS, any subscription services, all done right through there. They get to save money on local services. So, they get to get off furniture, off groceries, off all sorts of different things kind of there locally. And then any community information, schools, anything else they may need. So this helps our clients feel more comfortable in the transition from one home to the next. And we get a lot of great feedback on it.
Wanted to go over the purpose of Homebot, which is known as our monthly real estate wealth digest. It is a key component to our platform. Just having Homebot alone is great, but it's nowhere near as great as it being a part of a holistic kind of set or suite of services that you get to offer to your clients. So just having it and letting it run is important, but nowhere near important as using it appropriately and really understanding it at a high level. So I'm going to walk through some of the things that you'll do. So when you log in, you'll come to this page, you click on activity, and you'll be able to really see the engagement that you're getting. The level of engagement, the percentage, in my opinion, should be north of 70%. I've seen some that are 50%, some that are 55, some that are 60, some even lower than that. But if that's happening, That usually just means the client's not aware of what they're getting and why they're getting it. You can see we have about an 82% open rate here. So as we move down, you'll be able to see all of your clients and actually what they're doing over the last 30 days, right? So this is the last couple of minutes, last couple of hours. The best practice here is to look at this each day, and usually once in the morning, once in the evening, and really see who is active on your platform, right? So you can kind of go through, again, this is all within the last 24 hours. And so here we have someone, Terrence, who viewed the buyer market, viewed his home, viewed the homes market, and we can actually see what's happening here. So let's take a look at Terrence here. And I can see how often he's looking at his digest, right? Day ago, 15 days ago, 16 days ago. So this would be something that somebody that I probably want to call today. So you can see the information about him here, but then you can just go in and hit preview digest. So because, I pull this up and I would call Terrence and say, hey, Terrence, hope you're doing well. Hey, I wanted to see, as as your mortgage professional or real estate professional, my goal is to help you, really proactively grow your wealth through real estate and finance. It looks like you've been looking at the real estate wealth digest that we send you each month quite a bit in the last 30 days. So I just wanted to make sure to see if you have any questions, any concerns, any thoughts. What is it? Are you planning anything that we can help with? I want to make sure we're as proactive as we can be. All right. I see here your home is valued right around maybe 116. Looks like you have, probably over $500,000 in equity, and that number, could be different depending upon how closely we look at it. Looks like the last time you tuned your value was in January this year, so probably should be a pretty close number. But what questions do you have, right? And then you kind of dive into it from there. But really, to make sure you're getting the most out of this, you want to look at it once or twice a day, just to make sure you know what clients you should be talking to, especially in a market where, homes are going up so quickly in value, interest rates are fluctuating, cash out or home equity is one of the top search terms on Google. So let's just make sure that you understand how you can use it from a team perspective, but also how to explain it to your clients. So your clients need to understand the importance of looking at it each month, but more important than just looking at it is engaging with it. And these are all the areas that we want to help you understand what you can do, what you potentially should do. All right, so any question on this stuff, reach out to us, by clicking a button, or you could, call us right through the system here. And then if you're going to rent your home out on Airbnb, VRBO, let us know. We want to make sure you're doing it appropriately. And then you can always just, again, reach out to us right here. You can click this and it'll call through your computer. But I would tell you our most successful homeowners are people that engage with us every month, ask questions, and are planning throughout the year proactively, as opposed to people that just let real estate happen to them emotionally. So in closing here, team, you want to make sure, again, that you know how to use it from a team perspective, which is how am I logging into it every day and tracking what the behaviors of my past clients are. You want to be able to look at any homeowner activity, any buyer activity, but ultimately, you're going to be looking at this pretty consistently. Your open rate and your view rate will tell you how much your clients actually know about this and how much they should be looking at it. So make sure on the post-closing call it is explained. And then ultimately, you can see here just a minute ago, Terrence messaged us, but that was me doing that. So you use it this way, make sure to explain it to your clients visually. It's better to explain to them. So try and do your post-closing calls via Zoom. That way they can see your screen and you can walk them through it that way. And this tool will be phenomenal to help your clients grow their wealth and navigate the changes and evolutions of their life as it comes to real estate or finance.
Our Art of Homeownership online community is a place where you can collaborate with other partners that are on the platform and ask any questions that you might have. And we also share resources within this group. So this is just another resource that you can use to learn more about the platform, be really engaged in the community and learn from others. So we also have daily updates, market updates that are posted here with really valuable information, and then different resources that our team will share that you're able to share through your social media. It could be marketing resources or just general Art of Homeownership tips. And this is another great place to ask questions or really collaborate with the community, because we have so many people that are in this community that are very abundant and happy to share their tactics and their information. So we strongly encourage our partners to really engage in this community and take advantage of all the information that's shared.
If you just closed the transaction, I would say, hey, Mark, one thing you should know is never sell your home without talking to us at least 6 months to a year in advance. Why, Ryan? Well, the reason why is because we want to make sure you're maximizing the sales price of your home and getting the most and the highest return on investment possible. And the mistake a lot of people make, Mark, is that they will sell their home as is, right? They won't do any work to like get it in the best shape possible. So they leave money on the table. So for example, we had a client who, she needed about $20,000 worth of work to put her home into the best shape possible. And between the realtor and our design company and our analysts, they said, look, if you do this, you'll probably get about $50,000 more for the home, because they looked at comps and everything. So client said, well, I don't have the 20,000. That doesn't matter. We can give you the 20,000. There's no fees, there's no cost, there's no interest, right? We'll get the work done for you. You put the home on the market, maximize the sales price. You get the extra 30,000, 20,000 goes back to the financing company, and you've now maximized your sales price for that property. And then the last part of this service is our trade up program, which, let's say you own a $500,000 house and you want to buy a $700,000 house, but you can't qualify, right? You can't hold both properties. You just don't have the debt ratio. You don't qualify for cross collateralization, don't qualify for a bridge loan. So you have 3 options. 1, write a contingent offer, get laughed at, feel bad. Nobody wants to do that. Option 2, sell your house first, and then try and catch a speeding train as it's running by you, try and catch up to the market. You may not get offers accepted, and then you become the serial renter and you're screwed. Nobody wants to do that. Last option is do nothing, which is what most people are doing today. So now I can go to you and say, Mark, I know you want to buy a $700,000 house. It's not going to work conventionally, and I don't want you to have to sell your home first. I don't want you to have to make a contingent offer. We're actually going to buy your $700,000 house for you with an all cash offer, right? As long as you're approved for it after you sell your home, which we'll do the math on. So as soon as that home comes on the market, we're going to write an offer for you. We're going to pay all cash, which means you're going to save money on that home and have a higher likelihood of getting accepted. When that deal closes, you can move into your new long-term home, and then you have up to 12 months to sell your departing residence. Once you do that, you take that equity and then you transact on the home that you're currently living in. So what we do is we help the market get unstuck, right? So we can take that to homeowners across the country and say, hey, I know you're probably not feeling great about trying to buy a new home right now. This is how we can do it for you.
So along with all the technology and support that you get with the Art of Homeownership platform, you also get access to ongoing training and resources that can help you leverage the platform to its highest potential. So some of those things are, number 1, product support. So if you have any general questions about the platform or how to leverage Art of Homeownership, you can always reach out to our support team, as well as technical questions or any lost information that may have happened with your CRM, or any questions that you may have, you can always direct it towards them. We have a help center for frequently asked questions. So if there's something that gets asked pretty often, you can find that in there, so you don't even have to wait for an answer for our support team. And that includes information on vendors as well. So all the different components of Art of Homeownership you can find there. Our Learning Center is a great resource and a wealth of information that has all of our past trainings. It has different ways that you can leverage Art of Homeownership in your business, from reaching out to realtor partners, CPAs, financial advisors. And then there also is a certification course. So once you go through that certification course, you are then an Art of Homeownership certified professional. So that's just another badge and a way to say that you are taking that next step to be valuable to your clients. We hold office hours on a weekly basis via Zoom. So that is just an open time that if you didn't want to email support and you wanted to just ask your question directly, maybe talk it out, if it's a little more complicated, you can always just jump into our office hours, and that's 2 different time slots every Tuesday, along with accountability groups. So aside from those office hours, we also have groups where you'll join and hear from other Art of Homeownership professionals, how they're leveraging the platform, and ultimately just keep you accountable to leveraging it to its highest potential. So if there are things that you want to accomplish and you know that's what you want to do, you don't know how to get there, you can join those accountability groups to get a clear path to achieving those goals and actionable steps that you can do on a weekly basis in order to get you closer to those goals.